Hey guys, welcome to another video by rcracerbeast, and well, this is a special video for rcracerbeast, and sorry about the mess, you guys. Been waiting for my transmission parts for my Revo to come in. I'm getting the rear brake kit, the center differential, and the sway bar kit. I got new skid plates for it and new drive shaft boots. They were supposed to be in today. They said 3 to 4 days, and today was the 4th day, but you know, I guess you can't depend on everything, so especially when it comes to shipping. So yeah, just sorry about the mess, you guys. Here, I'm just kind of throwing stuff out of the way. But yeah, there's my Revo, you guys. Stiffened up the springs in the back there, because what would happen is, like, say if I were driving like this, the whole back end would go like that. Like the whole back end, like that's how low it was to the ground. Like it would sit that low, just normally. And now it bounces back up. Like that's all the way down. It bounces back up that high, and it used to only go like that high. So it gives me a little bit of a lift. And got the transmission out of there. So yeah, it's running good. Put the pull start on here, as you guys know that. 3.3's running pretty strong. I guess it's an alright engine. I'm not sure because it's not mine. I didn't break it in or anything, so I guess it's alright. I did tighten up the springs in the front too, or the shocks. So yeah, that's Revo. And I'm also getting a Expo carbon wing for that too. So rcracerbeast, this video is for you. You wanted me to make a video on my t-maxx. You were thinking about trading me for your buggy. Yeah, dude, I just love that buggy, and I made this truck completely race from top to bottom, and it's an alright race truck, but we don't have very many monster truck classes like that. That's a Revo class by itself. That's not monster truck. So I just don't race it that much because it sits up there. It looks like it's actually brand new. So I will do a full overview of this for you, starting right here. So this is the truck. So we'll start off with the I guess all the upgrades that I've done to it. I have to say one thing though. Every part on this truck has been replaced. I'm telling you that right now. In the last 2 years that I owned it, every part was replaced. Every single part that you can possibly think of. Even all the screws and nuts and bolts have been replaced. So, well, the first thing that you would like, if you are going to race this, is racing clips. The customly made fuel line and zip tie racing clips with regular clips on them. Fuel tubing and 2 zip ties. Pretty easy. Can't use them on my Revo though because they're different size clips. These are the ones for the those are the ones for the Revo, and those are the ones for the t-maxx, so it's quite a difference in size. Another thing that the t-maxx comes with is, I'm just going to go over the extra parts, is the roto starter. Yeah, there's the shaft for it, but the roto starter, this whole thing was just tore apart and cleaned, like the motor and stuff was all cleaned out. Let me take the battery out for you here real fast. How do you take the battery out? Pop this clip down, and then this little thing just pulls out. So this battery is, I'm pretty sure you got better batteries, but it's a 6-cell 1500 NICD sport race pack from a Pro-Max is what the company's called. So yeah, there's that stuff there, the roto starter and stuff. The bodies, I didn't really have too many good bodies for it. Here's one of them. Put that on there. It stands for Dubuque Fairgrounds RC Raceway. And here's the body. It's pretty, I gotta say, it's a little beat up. It's dirty on the inside, but there's actually no cracks in it except for that one right there. Like, it's not broke anywhere on the outside though. So yeah. And then here's my first race body that I just completely destroyed the living hell out of. It's broke there. And right there, that's the only really place, but there's little cracks and stuff. This is just kind of a bash body if you just want to screw around with it. So you got the 2 bodies there. So yeah, now on to the truck. Well, the 3.3 is the newer version of the 3.3. Like, that's the older version of the 3.3. Well, this is the newer version of the 3.3 engine. This probably has about a gallon through it, or like three quarts to a gallon on it. So, yeah, fairly new engine. Did replace a lot of stuff on it. Actually, the only thing that I really replaced on it is the boot, the dust boot for the carburetor, the little blue thing down there. And yeah, so let me pull up a chair here. And yeah, another thing that was replaced was this blue, the blue exhaust outlet thing. That was replaced. Bought the resonator pipe not too long ago. You can see it's in very good condition. Almost looks like it's brand new. Engine mount is pretty new. Just got that a little bit ago. And yeah. So the only thing that this truck won't come with is a receiver and a radio. You can add your own. I have my Traxxas 2.4 gigahertz, but I'm keeping that with my Revo. So yeah, that's what I'll be running. Does have all RPMs all the way around. All 8 of the A-arms are RPM. It's got the upgraded titanium pins in it. Big bore shocks with titanium nitride shafts in them. These are all newly rebuilt. They don't even have one race on them. So these were just rebuilt with the shock rebuild kits and new springs. So they are all brand new springs. These are upgraded shafts. They are the newer ones. They're called the X ones. Like, there's a part number. That's the stock ones. And then there's a part number with an X behind it. Well, these are the X ones because they're upgraded. Bearings are pretty new. I just replaced some of them. Stock rear shock tower. Gas tank is, well, it's a gas tank. I have an extra one over there in my toolbox too, and I'll show you all the extra parts that this comes with. Just replaced the battery box not too long ago. Comes with the Traxxas Hump Pack 6-volt 1100 mAh battery, and I will include a Super Brain 809 charger. It's got a 2 amp and a 4 amp setting with a start and select button. It's an auto stop, it's an auto trickle charge, and it's a two charge setting. So like I said, it's a 2 and 4 amp. This does have the Traxxas. This is a 2.5 chassis, and I have the 3.3 super clutch on there. I have the forward only conversion. Actually, the whole transmission is new. The whole brake assembly, and the case, and all the gears on the inside. And it does have the forward only conversion, as you can see, because I have no reverse servo. Like I said, the RPMs are all the way around. I have Traxxas 7075 T6 aluminum. Tie rods in the front. They're actually push rods for the Revo, but they all work the same. So aluminum front bumper works real nice. It is starting to crack there just a little bit. Ain't gonna do anything. So there's the bottom. Red anodized dynamite 4mm thick chassis. Brake disc is pretty new. Only got like 3 or 4 races on that. Futaba S3003 steering servo and Futaba S3003 throttle servo. The throttle and brake linkages are brand new. Comes with the antenna lock nut, and the Maxx receiver box is pretty new too. This was where the OptiDrive went, and I drilled a hole in here so I could see the light for my receiver, just to make sure everything was working right. So yeah. When I bought this engine in the beginning of August, like I said, it doesn't even have a gallon on it. I put a new flywheel and a new collet on it, so those are pretty new too. Bulkheads in the front are good. I just replaced one of the broken ones, just the mount snapped off. I'm not running any bumpers on here because I race, and the front bumper kind of takes all the impact there. So RPM front shock tower with the RPM tower areas. Like I said, I already pointed out the resonator pipe. We got a fuel filter here in the back, and the only thing that if you want to replace you can is the rear bumper. It's snapped off right there. It doesn't affect anything. It still drives the same way. And if you want to replace the rear bulkheads, you can. It's just that the bumper mounts right here and here are snapped off, It does not affect anything, like I said. Like, maybe if it was cracked down here, that'd be different. It's just the bumper mounts where the screws go in to hold the bumper on together. So, like I said, there's nothing too crazy broken with it. It's actually pretty good truck. If you can see it there is absolutely no dirt on this. And like I said, comes with the roto starter and stuff. Lots and lots of upgrades. Like I said, I put $2 grand in this truck, and like the past year and a half that I've owned it, or 2 years. So I put a lot of money into this truck, a lot of heart, sweat, and blood, dude. I did a lot to this truck. I worked very hard on it. After every race, I would tear this whole thing apart and clean it. Differentials are newly re-greased too, if I didn't say that before. And yeah, so that's about everything for the truck itself. As far as extra parts go, sorry I'm sniffling so much, I'm just got a stuffy nose. As far as parts go, we got some bearings and one-ways down here. I guess if you want some of them, you can have them. Not too big of a deal. And in here, there's a lot of T-maxx parts, just extra little parts in here. The tub's not included. I'm gonna keep the tub though. We have all these shafts and stuff. There's a ton of shafts here, dude. I'm gonna use a flashlight so you can see stuff a little better. So just a ton of shafts, and these half shafts. There are 4 of these. 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 of these, the little output shafts. There's 4 of them, and there. I will include a. No, I'm gonna keep the failsafe. Never mind, that's not included in it. You have the bumper mounts if you want to install them on there. We have a bunch of steering or servo horns in there. They're plastic. I will include an extra manifold. All the original hinge pins, the screw-in ones. This whole thing right here is just a bunch of screws, and this piece right here, this is a steering post, brand new, never used, so I'll include that. But this is just a bunch of screws and stuff that I will include in there. Otherwise, that's about it. So my offer on this is that I'm trying to think of something real fast. Never mind. So if you want these 14mm aluminum hexes, I have better ones than these, but this is just an example. They are steel. The other ones, these are aluminum, but I have steel ones for them. I'm just not sure where they are exactly at this moment, but I do have them. So they're steel ones, and if you want them, they're kind of like this, but they're 14mm. So if you want the 14mm ones, I can include them. The 14mm would come with some bow tie 40 series. One of the rims is it's sort of stripped out. You could fix it real easy if you could. I just haven't had the time to. There's probably 30% tread left on them, and 4 tires that are Talon tires with probably 50-60% tread left on them. One of them is blown, so you'd have to replace it. Oh, I forgot some stuff. You got 2 fuel caps here, and some fuel springs, just some stuff for the fuel tank. And yeah, that's all that's in there. And no, trust me, there is more. That's not it. Just letting you know. And probably gonna have to do a 2-part video. Actually, just go on to the next video. This is gonna be part 1, so just head over to the next video.